look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you now. Let me go ahead and tell you what I think right quick. All right? Take it how you want to take it, but it's going to be truthful anyway. Modern women, black women in particular, in my most humble opinion, all the women who feel that they are high and mighty because they have high earning jobs, because they are highly educated, who have pride behind those accomplishments, I'm going to tell you right now that it makes you absolutely nothing in the eyes of men. None of that stuff matters to a man. None of that stuff matters to a real man. None of that stuff matters to a man who has his own. Your degrees, your PhDs, your money, every accomplishment that you can think of, your technical school, your vocational school, your 2-year college, your trade school, your ability to pay your mortgage, your ability to pay your rent, your ability to pay your car notes, your ability to pay for whatever you think you need means absolutely nothing to a man. What I'm going to play first as a clip is the infamous Ebony K. Williams, right? I've been following her, and it seems like every time she does an interview now, she backpedals off of what she used to say. She used to say that she would never date a bus driver, that those blue-collar working men weren't nothing, they would doo-doo, they wouldn't worth the time of a woman who makes X amount of dollars and all this crap, right? Now she's backpedaling yet again, but this time she goes even further back. So this is why I'm going to use it, because now her eyes have opened. In this interview, I think her eyes are open, and now she realizes just how much of a fool she has been, how much of a person of division who has been dividing women from men based on stupidity and dumb remarks. So let me go ahead and play her right quick. Let's get down to it. This is for educational purposes.
You vehemently what?
I vehemently agree.
Agree.
That the strong 7 is best positioned. I'll go further. She's best positioned, Stephen A., to partner with I don't want to say average. People get mad when I say average or mediocre. You know, they get real mad.
Yeah.
She's best positioned to partner with the majority of available. How about that? Majority of available men, and it's for all the reasons you said. And I actually identified this in my early 20s, like coming out of law school, and I realized that some of the things that myself and my female counterparts were priding ourselves on. Being really, really well educated, being very well accomplished, being pretty, but like pretty in a way that society deems is particularly valuable, because we know there's actual pretty and then there's kind of marketability, if you will, the kind of objective standard. And those things really just did not translate on the dating marketplace. And imagine how perplexed some of us were. But I said to my girlfriends long ago, I said, y'all, all of this 9s and 10s, we might be in that space, even 8s. It's not going to serve us the competitive advantage when it relates to our sisters, who I'm even gonna say 6 and 7s. Why? Because you got to really look at what the market, and we're talking about, and this is through a hetero lens, of course, this is what men want. What do men really want, Stephen A? I'm gonna say some things and I want you to control.
Let's get into that part before she go any further. All right, let's get into it. She considered herself and her friends to be among the 8s, the 9s, and the 10s, dime pieces. Okay. Now, what she said a while ago, there's a difference between being pretty and marketable. When we talk about the dating market, we talk about from a man's point of view. We see a woman as being marketable if she is feminine, if she is fit, have a nice shape, good personality, submissive, cooperative. That is some of the few things that a man finds in a woman, or if he sees a woman, she is marketable in the dating market to a man because she has those qualities, okay? Now, that is also pretty to us, but yet it is marketable in the dating market. Now, her and her friends believe that they may look good, they may be pretty, physically, whatever, but they believe what would make them pretty in the eyes of men, or what would make them marketable in the dating market, is the fact that they have degrees in high success. Now, I want you to understand something. She said, even though she thinks she's falling in a group, and her friends as well, in the 8s, 9s, and 10s, she started out saying that the 7s and ended up saying that the 6s have more of an advantage in the market, the dating market, than these women who are highly successful, who are considered in their minds to be 8, 9s, and 10s. And the reasons for that are, she haven't said it, but I'm gonna tell you. 6, 7s, and below, even 8s, sometimes they tend to be what we want them to be. They don't tend to have a lot of ego. They don't tend to put men down. They don't tend to, certain ones now, they don't tend to feel as if they don't need a man. They're easier to mold, they're easier to lead, and they're not coming into an interaction with a man leading with their successes, leading with their achievements, leading with their degrees and their ability to take care of themselves financially. That's not how they come to us. They come to us more humble because they may not have had as much success as women such as Ebony K. Williams or other 8, 9s, and 10s who have had that same type of success. So, believe it or not, a woman can be a 10 and still can't find a man who wants them, and a woman can be a 6 or a 7 and find a man who does want them, based on their behavior, based on how they see men, and most importantly, how those women see themselves. Because if a woman see herself as being the shit, then nobody is going to want to deal with her, because when a woman feels that she is the shit, that means that she is going to talk shit. Her attitude is going to be shit. She's going to treat you like shit. Okay? So those accomplishments that these women have means absolutely nothing. And let me take it further. If you are a woman who has a degree, who is extremely successful, in my mind, and also in the eyes of many other men who think like me, you are not a winner. You are a loser. Again, if you are highly successful as a woman, in most men's eyes, who are productive, who have their own, you are not a winner. You are a loser. Why? Because those things that you those things that you value so much means absolutely nothing to us. Those things are nothing more but perks and benefits if we decide to get with you, if we decide to choose you. It's just a add-on. But you as a person, we don't care. A lot of you women are focused on the woman that you have became, not the woman that you are. We don't like the woman that you are. And it has nothing to do with the woman that you became in life. It's your personality, your attitude. Let's keep going.
Confirm or deny.
Sure, I'll do that for you.
I really invite that.
I'm ready.
I think men want to be affirmed. I think men want energy that is agreeable. I think men want, generally speaking. Yes. This is all general.
Generally speaking,
I think men want women who are available. And what I mean by that is their schedules, their literal schedules. When I pull out my phone and you pull out yours, it's not 3 weeks.
Oh, we're not taking This ain't Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. You're not putting us on the waiting list and we wait. Oh, we don't need you. We don't need you. Oh, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. No, you're absolutely right.
So some of these are the things that men are most desirous of. And no, you can't be so unattractive that you get kicked out the bed, let's be clear.
Right.
But as long as you are, you said it, pretty enough, attractive enough, those other things are going to supersede in terms of what the man wants.
Good point there. She kind of gets it now. Excuse me. But it took this long for her to understand that. Now, what I'm going to do is play a clip of a lady who also has her eyes open, but she found out too late. She's in her 30s and she realizes that what she thought men want is not at all what men want. Now, there is one type of man that truly cares about what a woman has, who dates a woman based on her successes, her achievements, her ability to provide for herself. And those are the Pookies, the Ray Rays, and the Nook Nooks. Men who don't have their own shit together. Men who don't have any type of ambition. Men who don't want to become a better version of themselves. Those are the type of men who care about what a woman has. Men who are in the middle class, upper middle class, even those who are trying to get into the middle class, who are working to get there, they don't care about the shit that y'all care about. Only men who care about what a woman has is a loser, majority of the time. All right? And what I mean by this, a man cares about how much money you make so he can be financially codependent on you, so you can bring your 50% of the 50% that he gonna bring to him. No. Every man wants to stand on his own 2 feet, 10 toes down. You hear what I'm saying? So this lady gonna tell you the same thing I just told you. Let's get it go.
So at the age of 33, I finally realized successful men do not care about having a successful woman. The men that care about having a successful woman with her shit together is the broke men. So now it makes sense why so many successful single Black women, because we don't want the broke men that want us for our statute. And then the successful men with their shit together don't give a damn about us having our shit together because they can provide. So they don't need us to be able to provide.
Did you hear that? Because I agree with what she said. Only men who don't have their own shit together or their lives together care about what you got. Men who got their own shit, they have more freedom. They be like, why should I put up with this woman right here? Okay? Why should I have to put up with a woman like this? You being able to provide is not a turn on for a man, because it is the man's innate nature to be providers. Okay? That's like saying to a fish, I'm going to bring water to you when he's already got enough water already to swim in. It has no value. What makes you marketable on the dating scene and what makes you valuable to men is if you are feminine, if you are a lady, if you are respectful, submissive, quiet. You know how to shut the fuck up. You don't try to overtalk men. You don't try to interrupt him. You don't try to scorn him like he's a little child. You don't try to scold him like he's a little child. You acknowledge his achievements. You talk to him. You give him words of affirmation. You reassure that man. You acknowledge his emotions. Things like that equate to the successes that you have in our mind, because you think your successes and the things that you have accomplished have more value than the things that I've just mentioned. And the things that I've just mentioned are the things that are as priceless as rubies, gold, and silver to a man. You having a degree, you working long hours, you having a nice home, you having $1 million home, you driving cars that are cost more than $250,000, you having a senior VP position in a job, that don't matter. It don't matter. Even to men who are in that same profession, they may want to date someone who has those type of skills or whatever, or that type of success, but even to them, that don't matter as much as how you treat and view him. Simple. So you ain't nothing but a loser if you cannot be a woman. You're a loser if you cannot be feminine, regardless of all your success. No matter how much education you got, no matter what position you have on your high earning job, you are still a loser if you are not a lady. If you do not know how to treat a man, you are a loser in the eyes of many men. And this is my humble opinion, but I really believe a lot of men agree with me. We don't care about that trash you talking about. So, with that being said, gentlemen, ladies too, I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon. Y'all know how I get down. Take it easy now.